Hi everyone, welcome to your Ignite second workout. This is the warm-up movement prep portion, so this is going to be really great to do maybe first thing in the morning. If you're just looking for a stretch in between meetings or you've been sitting all day, it's only going to take you 10 minutes to get through this, and we're really focusing on hips, lower back, opening up that groin and inner thigh today, because that is a lot of work that's going to be in the hip portion and in the Pilates thoughtful movement portion of this workout as they are grouped together. So just a reminder, you can join the Patreon. That will be up this week, and they will have the full 45-minute to 1 hour workouts all together. So if you'd like to subscribe, it is only $5 a month. I'm looking to make this accessible, and there will be extra content on there as well, especially when it comes to creative flow, some meditative content, more lower intensity. I call them simmer workouts. So think more Pilates, yoga based, as that's a big part of my background as well. And then one last shameless plug. We are doing our first in-person event on November 23rd at Unplug in Santa Monica. It is a donation for the animal rescue called I Stand With My Pack. They're right here local in Culver City, so go check them out. But all of the proceeds to that event are going to the animal rescue. As you can tell, I love animals. I love my dogs. They're always here working out with me, and both of mine are rescues as well. So that is posted on Eventbrite. I'll leave a link below, and let's get started. So the first thing that we're going to do is to come onto our hands and knees in that tabletop position. Teddy, honey, I'm going to have to move you. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So, and he's back. We're going to start in this tabletop position, and you are going to just start with your cat-cow, warming up that spine. So inhale, look up. Exhale, curve your spine, round through that lower back. Inhale, look up. I knew if I started moving, he would move eventually because he wants pets. And then exhale, round your spine. So in our movement prep, we are really looking to match that breath to movement and just to warm up our bodies. So go at your own pace here, but really pay attention to where you're inhaling and where you're exhaling. And then one more round of your own breath. After that next exhale, I want you to come back to your flat back. And then we're going to take some T-spine or thoracic spine rotation. So I'm going to take your left hand out. I like to take it behind my head, but totally up to you. You can leave it straight. I just find that it really helps me to isolate in my mid back here when I don't have this big arm out trying to swing around. So I'm going to take that behind my head, make sure that my hips, my chest are squared off to the floor. I'm going to inhale, open up, exhale, take that left elbow to your right elbow pit. And then inhale, open up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale. Exhale. And these should be nice audible breaths. One more each way. So we inhale. Exhale. Last time on this left side. Exhale, come in. Come back to your flat back. Place that left hand down. Now we're going to go to the right side. So inhale that right hand behind your head. Inhale, open up. Exhale, right elbow, left elbow pit. Inhale, open up. Exhale, left elbow pit. Yes. Inhale, right elbow open. Exhale, close. We have two more. Inhale. Exhale. You should feel a little bit of work in your core as well if you are keeping those hips Nice and steady. Last time here. Come back to your all fours. This is my other little rescue Becky. Hi, I know. Okay, you're gonna do this with us? All right, so we're back to all fours. I want you to take an inhale, hover your knees just an inch. Okay, guys, it's a party. And then exhale, push it all the way back to a down dog. We're gonna be here for 5 full breaths so you can really start to sink into it. Let your heels pedal out if you need to. You can keep those heels side to side if you're feeling a little bit tighter through the outer thigh, that IT band region. You can sway side to side, get a nice stretch all the way up through the outside of your leg into that inner hip socket or your piriformis. 2 more breaths. One more nice deep inhale. Exhale, side out. And then from here, we're going to inhale to our plank. Exhale, down dog. Matching that breath to movement again. Go at your own pace. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. We have 10 here. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. If this is not for you, if this is too much on your wrist or the plank is too much, you can come to your knees and go to child's pose. This is an excellent regression, and sometimes if it's early in the morning, it's just not great on your wrist. And then you can inhale back to that plank and then exhale. If wrists are totally off limits to you, you can do this with your forearms as well. Just know that it's going to be a little bit more intense, and you can do it from a forearm plank as well. It's going to be a little bit different sensation, but those are 2 other options for you. All right, we're gonna come back to rest in that down dog. And then I want you to take your right hand and we're going to touch our left outer ankle. So if you need to, let's walk our hands in just a little bit, maybe a foot, 6 inches. And then we're gonna take that right hand, left ankle, look through that left shoulder. Inhale, right hand down. Exhale, left hand, right ankle. Inhale, left hand down. Exhale, right hand, left ankle. And then keep going with that breath. You inhale to come back to your down dog position. You exhale to reach back for that ankle. You exhale on the stretch to give your body more room. 1 more each side. And we're back on our hands and knees. Just take a quick break here. You can take a child's pose if you need to. But really, we're just resetting for that down dog. So on your next inhale, come back to your down dog. Exhale, sink into it. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step it outside your right foot. Once again, if the down dog is not for you, all of this can be done on hands and knees. We're doing that world's greatest stretch. So right elbow, right insole. Inhale it open. Exhale down. Step that right foot back. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot outside of left hand. Left elbow comes down. Inhale, left hand open. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, step your left foot back. We're doing all of this again. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it outside your right hand. You can drop that knee if you need to. Right elbow comes down. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale down, send it back. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, set it down, step it back. Inhale, right foot, right hand. Inhale, twist. Exhale, down and back. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, step it down. 1 more each side. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, twist. Exhale, down. Inhale, back. Step it forward. On the exhale, inhale, twist. Exhale, down. Inhale, back to your down dog. Your heart rate should be a little bit higher now. We've got it going. Look to your hands. Walk your feet all the way to meet your hands. Give me a little halfway lift here. And then exhale, fold. Let your knees get soft. Grab opposite elbows. Maybe you nod your head yes. Maybe you sway side to side. Maybe you do a little of everything. Just start to take some deep breaths. Let your heart rate return to normal. Let's switch elbows. Let your head be nice and heavy. Inhale, halfway lift. One more time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice big reach overhead. Exhale, sigh it out. All right, now we're going into the standing portion of our warm-up. So we're going to do, it's called a Cossack squat. This is great to have something to hold on to so that we can really get deep into that stretch. So if you've never done this movement before, I really suggest starting with your feet out wide so you don't have to worry about foot placement. We're going to turn our toes out slightly, just allow us for a little bit more room in that joint, and we're going to sit our hips back like we're sitting in a tiny little chair back there, and we're going to go as low as we can. I have Teddy here to hold on to. Maybe if you have a TRX, a chair, a couch, a table, anything that will not move to help you stay forward and not sit all the way back on your butt. That is great. And it's okay if you do not go very far today. Go ahead and stand back up. And then we're going to sink over to the left side. Remember, the hips come down. The chest is going to come down. That is okay in this exercise because of the purpose we're doing it for. So just, you can kind of sway side to side. It's okay if this left heel is not all the way down. That's just ankle mobility. That's also part of the reason we're doing this exercise. So on your next inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, sink over to that right side. And now, another thing you can do is also use your hands to walk yourself over and support if you're low enough. If you're not, then maybe you're walking your hands on a table, or you have a dog like Teddy that can help you get from one side to the other. Whatever works for you today. We're going to do 2 more each side. Just really opening up, pulling that left toe towards your knee, getting a nice stretch through the groin here. Just notice I paint on my leggings. Show you guys some of my creative flow later. You don't have to be a good painter to paint. 1 more each side. You just have to have the paint. And then switch sides. Last time over to the left. Pull that right toe towards you. And now on this next inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Turn both of your feet in so your toes are facing inwards. Your ankles are facing outwards a little bit. We're going to come into a forward fold. This can be as long as you need it to be. Let your head and neck get heavy here. And then I want you to inhale. Plant your hands in front of you, almost like you're doing a figure 4. And then we're just going to, once again, like we've been on all fours, we're going to inhale and rotate open. Exhale, come down. Inhale that left hand up. Rotate open. Exhale, come down. Try and keep those hips nice and steady. And then switch to your left hand. Exhale down. Inhale, right hand comes open. Exhale down. Last time. Inhale, left hand open. Exhale down. Good, one more forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your hips, stand all the way up, step your feet together. Okay, the last 3 exercises we have in this warm-up, we're gonna work on our balance a little bit today. Also to stretch out the quads and the hips. So the first thing we're going to do is that a good old classic quad stretch. So go ahead and shift your weight to your right foot. Start to tripod onto that left foot, and then just slowly bring it up behind you. Catch it with that left hand. You can pull it in, find something still just maybe a few feet in front of you, and then really try and push those hips forward so that you feel that stretch through your quad here. And then we're going to switch. So to work on your balance, I really want you to hold each of these for 5 to 10 seconds. It's going to start to strengthen those muscles and the bottom of your feet. It's great for plantar fasciitis, if you get cramps in your feet, if you notice that you're a supinator, maybe you roll to the outside of your feet or the inside of your feet, or even as we get older, fall risk, it's always great to just practice our balance. So we're gonna do this a couple of times each side. You can play around with raising your arm. If you need to hold on to something, you can hold on to something, maybe playing around with taking your hand away. Go ahead and switch again. I'll take my left arm up. I was in a yoga class yesterday. Could not balance to save my life, which is totally unlike me, but I realized I haven't been doing a ton of balance stuff lately, and my left foot has been like really bad and tight. I gotta start incorporating more of this stuff in, but that's why we have teachers, And then last time there, the last thing we're going to do is a standing figure 4 stretch. So a little bit more difficult on the balance, no harm in taking yourself over to a wall. We're going to inhale that left leg up, cross that left ankle over your right knee, and then sit down into that seat behind you. You can take your hands into prayer in front of you. Once again, in yoga, they call it your dristi. Just find something on the ground that is not moving a few feet in front of you, and that will help you balance tremendously. And then inhale, come up, and then we're going to switch and go to the other side. Well, deep breaths here, really just stretching out that piriformis, that hip here. Great if you sit all day or if you have sciatica, anything like that. And then inhale, come up. The last thing we're going to do, you are going to need a wall for. If you're not near a wall, no problem, you can do it without. But we're going to walk over to the wall, and I'm standing maybe 4 or 5 inches away from it. It will vary depending on your flexibility. And I want you to just lean your hips into the wall and look up. And then come back. So just like a nice, easy, relaxing back bend. Inhale, look up. So this is actually your back muscles in its shortest position. So a lot of times people get back pain and they're like, oh, I need to forward fold, I need to forward fold. It's going to stretch it, it's going to help it. But if you're having a muscle spasm in your calf, stretching it can sometimes make the muscle spasm worse. So just letting your back totally relax and go to the shortest muscle position can be really nice. And this is also the opposite of how we are all day, which is like this, because we sit by nature. So just opening ourselves up can feel really nice. You don't have to go far. We're gonna do one more. And like I said, if you don't have a wall, you can just come here, put your hands on your back, and lean forward as far as you can go. No need to push it here. If you're feeling uncomfortable or in pain, pull back. You've gone a little bit too far. And that's it. That is our movement prep, our warm-up today. Let me know in the comments how you guys liked it, if it helped you at all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.